Into another Forza Horizon 5 stream. It is a new week. We have got new weeklies to do, and we're gonna heckin' get on that. If you remember from last week, I did say I was going to be trying to get the achievement for doing all events in a festival playlist. I double checked that achievement. It says all seasonal championships, but everyone says it's bugged. It's still like, I've done even more research on this, the ruling is still out as to whether you need to do all the dailies as well. I'm guessing since there are people who say you don't need to do all the dailies, that the people who say you do need to do all the dailies are just people who did all the dailies and assume that was part of it. So hopefully that's not the case, because I can't be asked to do all the dailies. Again, as I mentioned last stream, if you do need to do all the dailies, I'm not going to bother getting that achievement, because some achievements are not worth your time. I forgot to get the stream chat up. Let me get the stream chat up. Let me do that right now. Because if people be chatting, I want to be talking back. It's just the way that it is. I always forget where it is on the mobile interface. There we go. Stream interface. Stream manager even. In front of me. Okay. Let's start with the trial. So, what eligible cars are there in this trial? Is it A class? I guess it's A class. So, which, I'm guessing the rare one is better than the common one. So I guess we're going to upgrade our Mustang RTR Spec 5 2018 to A800 and then get the heck on with it. So, wait, did that say owned? It did. Okay, cool. I'm going to jump into that before I forget which car it is. That would be Ford. Where's Ford? Also, I'm going to try and be less grumpy this time. I think I was just grumpy in general last time I streamed. So that doesn't help. Where is it? I haven't tried this car yet, by the way. GT 2017. I want to try it. It looks really fun. Right, where's this? Heckin', there are so many Fords. It needs like its own subcategories. Wait, it said I owned it. Did I go past it? Hang on. Hang on a second. Did I go past it? Definitely said I owned it. It's not this one. Oh, it's this one. There it is. Get in car.
The next Horizon Arcade event will begin any minute now.
Any minute now. 8 minutes from now, I'll have you know. Oh yeah, you may see the gift delivered. I got rid of a bunch of my duplicates. Also, I was trying to get the achievement for getting a manufacturer bonus of 25 or more cars, and I literally ran out of money. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll show you which one that is. Where's that? Oh, I might not be able to do it from here. Okay, we'll do that in a second. First of all, the first major upgrade we need to do to this car is to make it look good. Find new designs. What we got here? I kind of like this blue, to be honest. But I don't know, I feel like it would wear on me after a while. I don't know. I like this red as well, but this is the kind of thing you can just do quite easily yourself. But I like the simple ones, I guess. Alright, let's try this one out then. I don't know, the second I see it in the blurry image behind me, I'm like, maybe not. I wish you could just preview these without having to like wait in a loading screen and then go to Forza Vista. Do I like how this looks? Yeah, I do. I do like how that looks. Okay, now for the real thing. Give me an A. That's the most popular A. I'm guessing that's the best for racing in the trial. That's probably how that works, right? Let's just assume it is, because I'm not a car guy. I'm a racing game guy. Which means I'm at a disadvantage to people who are racing game guys and car guys. Or gals. Right, let's queue up for the trial. Where am I going for this? Oh yeah, I was going to show you car collection. So I was trying to get all the Fords, and I realised as I was doing this, it's quite satisfying to just try and fill it in. Oh, I tried with Nissans first, but I didn't realise it didn't count for some reason, even though it's 25 cars. Because it's not... I'm trying to remember what the achievement says, but it's not completing it. It's just getting a manufacturer bonus for it. And I got the manufacturer bonus for this. But I think because there's an extra 2 that don't count towards a manufacturer bonus, I think that just means they're cars that were added in updates, maybe? And that's why it doesn't work for the achievement, because it wasn't updated with the achievement, maybe? I don't know. But Ford, as you can see, I've been working my way through the sticker book here. And when you find a new one, you just straight up buy it, which is pretty fun. I don't think I have enough money. No. We've got to play more of a game first, so let's do that. The trial. Find team. And let's get used to this car while we can. I like that this track is called Trial Mountain, by the way, or is this... Yeah, I think that's the track name, not the artist name. I like that because obviously Gran Turismo has Trial Mountain, which is my favourite track in Gran Turismo, by the way. Oh, okay, that was a good turn there, but I forgot to brake. Typically when you turn a corner, you want to remember to brake. Also, I don't know how badly this mic is going to pick up outside noises. Oh dear, oh, this car does not turn. This might be an interesting trial. I haven't given it like a spec that's just like drag racing spec or something, have I? I'm gonna feel silly if I've done that. But yeah, I don't know how badly this mic's gonna be for picking up cars outside. But I've got my windows wide open because it's a hot summer day. And I don't want to melt. Which is also something I mentioned in the classic Doctor Who video, which is going up in 5 minutes. I must also remember, I want to enter a Twitter competition to try and get Klonoa, so after we do the trial, I'm going to try and remember to do that. Oh, I just realised I've put the damn... So last time I mentioned I had the little overlay that you can't see that tells me I'm live and that my mic is on and stuff. I had that in the bottom center and that was covering up some stuff. I put it in the top center now and now I can't see when the damn timer finishes. I mean, I can kind of see it. I can see 23 seconds, but it's in the way for sure, which is a shame. Maybe one day I'll remember. Wow, can't talk. Where the interface is. But hey, we're almost there. Also, if I keep losing at PvP stuff today, I will just transition into doing PvE stuff instead of just getting grumpy like I did last week. Not sure I put on a good stream last week. I'm trying to remember why I was grumpy. Was it? Did I stream on a Monday? That might have been it. Because it was like... Because I don't work Mondays, I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. It's weird, I know. So that might have been why, because it was like the last day off I had. And it was in the back of my head. Alrighty. Oh heck, look at that. We've got an 800 souped up Mustang ready to go. It's almost like I fought ahead. It's almost like I learned from last week. I've done exactly 1600 ultimate skills. That's pretty rad. Speaking of ultimate, by which I mean speaking of comics, I'm not reading any ultimate comics, but in April I signed up for another year of Marvel Comics Unlimited, or whatever they call it. And I kind of didn't use it for a few months, which was stupid of me. But I forget what I signed up to read. Was it just Amazing Spider-Man? It might have been Amazing Spider-Man. But I couldn't remember where I left off last time I was reading Amazing Spider-Man, because I was trying to read it. I started from Silver Age, I was trying to read it from the very start, which is not recommended for comic reading, by the way, but... Oh yeah, that's what I did first, actually. I tried starting with Volume 5, which was like 2019 or something. And it's good, but it's also full of exposition to catch you up on the Spider-Man lore, and I was like, I'd rather just experience it firsthand. So I was going to do that. And I had already started reading Amazing Spider-Man years before, so I was going to try and continue that, but I couldn't remember where I left off. This is really going to test my ability to talk about a topic and compete. But, so I left, it must have been years ago, it must have been like 2017 or something, I was reading through it. And I think I know now I got to issue 153 from issue 1. But I didn't know that for a while. I had to kind of like do some digging on my social media to figure out. Actually no, I was looking through covers because I remembered the cover of the last one. But I only just figured it out yesterday. But I was basically reading from like issue 120 or something. Which is the night Gwen Stacy died. So I was like, I know I've read that. That's the last major event I remember happening, so I'll read it from there. But like, it's great and all. Silver Age Spider-Man, it's really fun, it's really interesting, because it's obviously a very different time. But it's also, you know, I really wanted something modern to read. Like, I was getting quite impatient with it, as much as I was enjoying it, which is something I hate about myself, but that's the way it is. So last night I watched a YouTube video of someone recommending where to start reading a whole bunch of Marvel comics. So like, if you type it in YouTube, you'll probably get the same video I did. I think his name was something to do with a dog. All I remember is him saying use code WOOFWOOF at checkout for one of his sponsors. So you can probably figure it out based on that. But he recommended a bunch of comics for people who haven't read a lot of comics yet. And I went with a Daredevil one he recommended. Actually, I didn't go for the specific paperback issue he recommended, because that was like issue 34 of that volume of Daredevil. I mean, I'm pulling that number out my ass, but it's something like that. But basically, I decided I'll just start with issue 1 of that volume. It's 1999 Daredevil, and it's really good. I'm only 2 issues in, to be fair. Who are you? Okay, you're a player. You can overtake me if you want. But yeah, it's really damn good. Really enjoying it so far. And I think what I'm going to try and do is continue reading through Amazing Spider-Man Silver Age stuff, but alongside it read some modern stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to be reading like Daredevil from 1999 all the way up to what it is now, or if I'm going to stop after a specific storyline and just jump into these specific storylines, or how I'm going to do it. It's kind of difficult to read comics if you're like anal about continuity like I am. But I've tried to be like, tried to cut loose about that kind of thing before. But like, I think the thing that killed the last time I tried to read comics a few months ago was I was like, oh, they've got a nice reading order for like comic events, so I can just read a comic event and like all the comics, like instead of just reading like, for instance, I own the trade paperback of the first Civil War run, which was its own comic line, but it's not good, like as in trade paperback form, because it doesn't give any context to the heroes and where their lives are now, obviously, and like it's not a good one to start with. I chose a really bad one to start with basically all those years ago. But like, for instance, on the Marvel Unlimited app, you could read it and it would be like, oh, here's the reading order for like here's Civil War, and then that same month we published like Civil War Spider-Man 1, Civil War Captain America 1, Civil War Iron Man 1, you know? So you could get like the full stuff behind it. I didn't do it with Civil War, but I did try to read, I forget what it's called, but one of the famous X-Men ones. But again, I'm not that familiar with X-Men, so like at all. Like I've never really read an X-Men comic, so that was probably a bad place to start. But it was to do with Wanda, I think, conjuring like a different world for all of these heroes. So like Spider-Man was like, oh, what if... It was like what if, basically, for all of the heroes. I forget what Spider-Man's scenario even was. I just remember he had J. Jonah Jameson working for him and he was really mean to him. But the thing I don't like about that in the app, like the event reading order stuff, is when you finish a comic, it'll be like, okay, next issue, but it'll just be the next issue of that line of comics. It won't intuit the fact that you're reading through the reading order instead of just from the comic line itself. And it can get really like annoying, like going back and forth in the UI and everything. But anyway, I've realized instead of like trying to read an event that way through the app, or trusting the app to tell me where to start, I should just like watch YouTube videos of people who actually know what they're talking about and go from there. So yeah, I've been getting into comics via the Marvel Unlimited app. I have had it before. I had it sometime in 2018 or 2019, and I used it to read all of Ultimate Spider-Man, which was absolutely fantastic read. I think that was the first one that was recommended in the video I watched, actually, to be fair. I think I used it to read all of Ultimate Fantastic Four as well. I used it to read Miles Morales' first stuff after the Ultimate stuff, when he got put into the mainline canon. What else did I read? I think there was something else. But either way, I got my year's worth out of it then. And I almost just let it languish this time. Because, as I mentioned, I couldn't really get into it. Oh, sorry, mate. How do I say sorry? I don't have sorry. That's embarrassing. Oops. Now I'm in my own head about it. But I was doing so well when I wasn't concentrating on actually driving. Isn't that funny? I guess overthinking can be a bad thing. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Oh dear. I'll keep you updated on how the Daredevil run goes. But it's like, I could tell, like, maybe it's just because I've been reading a whole bunch of Silver Age comics recently, but I could tell, like, a few pages in, I was like, oh, this is good stuff. And I just know there's so many comics out there for me to read. Just Marvel comics on that service. If you've never had Marvel Unlimited, no, this is not a sponsored stream, other comics are available. But if you've never had Marvel Unlimited and you really like the MCU and stuff, I highly recommend it. It's comprehensive is what that app is, the amount of stuff on there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they literally had everything on there. I think there's like a 6-month wait for new comics, but other than that, like, from 6 months backwards, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just everything that they had ever published. I'm sure there's a couple gaps, but I haven't noticed any so far. Anyway, that's the trial. That was painless this week, wasn't it? All I had to do was ramble about comics. Got it done. Got it done. Give me money, please. That's hilarious. When I actually want wheel spins to give me money, they give me cars instead. It's usually the other way around. I was wondering because okay, I already did that wheel spin. I like to make content about stuff, like for instance I'm watching through classic Doctor Who right now, and every week I have a video come out on my main channel, if you don't know about that, called Thoughts Per Episode Classic Doctor Who Edition, and we're currently at the start of season 2, William Hartnell era, and it's like, I want to make content like that about comics too, but I wouldn't know where to start or where to cut it off because people measure comics in so many different ways. I'll try and set up a new event while I'm still rambling about comics. Hang on. Yeah, let's do this. Like some people do it by, oh, this run by this, you know, this writer and this artist, or they'll go, oh, this volume, or, you know, this year's worth of comics. I don't know if anyone does it by year, but you know what I mean. And I don't know, like, if I'm gonna do, like, oh, here's thoughts on Daredevil, for instance, like I'm reading now. At what point do I cut it off and go, like, do I do it by story arc? Do I do it by volume? Because if I do it by volume, that's going to be a lot of comics. Do I just do it like I did with Bleach issues? Where I was like, I'm good. I think I did it by story arcs and Bleach issues, to be fair. I'm just like, oh yeah, from issue like something 100 to something 100. I could do that. By the way, this shit looks cool. I could do that by, like, So for instance, you know how I'm like on issue like 150 something of Amazing Spider-Man right now? I could, or I'm not even on issue 150, I could get to issue 150 and say thoughts on Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, is this a time trial? I didn't even notice. I could say thoughts on Amazing Spider-Man issue 1 to 150 and do it that way. Although that would be kind of a difficult video to make because I read issues 1 to 120 like 5 years prior, but I could mention that in a video. Just give my general impressions of my first ever Silver Age comic reading. I should probably focus on this, right, if it's a time trial. Does difficulty affect time trials in this game? I forget. Whoa, okay. Hopefully that doesn't cost me too much time. Is this a... wait, am I going crazy? Is this actually a time trial, or were there cars behind me? I literally did not pay attention to the start of this race. I mean, it doesn't tell me my position, it just says 1 out of 2 laps. That's what I get for not paying attention to the game, I guess. I wonder if they repeat Event Labs stuff or if there's a new one every week. I haven't really been doing it since they really started putting them out like that. Like, are there weeks where they just can't find anything new, so they just repeat an old one? Like, are people like, oh, it's this one again, you know? I don't stick to one game long enough to learn the intricacies of these events anymore. I mean, like, at the minute I'm trying to juggle making sure I get through the Battle Pass of Fortnite with making sure I get through the Battle Pass of Fall Guys, with making sure I'm doing all this stuff to try and get this achievement in Forza Horizon 5. And that's in among all the other games I'm playing right now. Which currently would be World of Warcraft. I've just kind of started back up Assassin's Creed Origins. Monster Hunter Rise, Xenoblade Chronicles. These are all just kind of games I'm dipping in and out of over the last week or two. But I booted up Assassin's Creed Origins last night. It's my first time playing it since the 60 frames a second update. And I do own the game on PC, but I can't hit 60 frames on my PC. So it's like, I've been playing that game on and off since 2017, I think, and it's super weird to see it actually running in 60 frames a second. It's so smooth, I love it. Like, with games like Forza Horizon 5, I don't bat an eyelid. Is that good enough? Finished first. Okay, I don't know what that race wanted from me then. Maybe it was just like, hey, check this out. Maybe they set it up as a one-player race or something weird. Yep, I did it. I beat nobody. That looks like a cool car. Alright, what's next? But yeah, I'm playing so many video games at once. Look at those cars! They go vroom! Wait, what? What are you trying to get me to do? Oh, collect one more Ford? Wait, can I afford any? Not a single one, because I left all the expensive ones to last, right? Damn. Okay, super close to getting that achievement now. Anyway, I'll get distracted. Why is there... hang on. There must be, like, view next reward. Next new reward isn't taking me... oh. Wait, it said... oh, that's bugged. Okay, I got the achievement. I know it doesn't show up on the stream. I got the achievement I was trying to get for earning the manufacturer bonus, but that's bugged. That hasn't given me anything. Okay, that's weird. That must be a, like, update issue. Where it's added more Fords to the game. And now it doesn't know if I've got enough or not. Oh well, I got the achievement, I got the reward, I'm happy. That's one more down. You could say I'm a fan. Ford isn't the one I really wanted to get that with, but it seemed like the easiest one to do. Anyway, next. Let's see what it says now. Oh, that's a cool looking one. I do like VGTs, I must say. Be in the bottom right, yeah? Okay, there it is. Yeah, I'll check that out. But, festival playlist. We will now be doing... what should we do? What's more fun for the stream? Speed zones or seasonal championships? Let's do more seasonal championships, because I'm in a rambly mood. Yeah, let's go do that. Because you can kind of just zone out when you're doing these. Alright. Oh, it's C-class, huh? That's gonna be nice and fast, isn't it? Actually, I might quickly go and upgrade one of these cars, because none of them are up against the limit. And I have had times in this game before where it's actually been a little bit difficult to do a seasonal championship, even against, like, what are they, above average driver tars? The lowest level you can do for seasonal. So let me just, what was it? Chevrolet. It was this one, wasn't it? Oof, it is hot. I like how it's winter season right now, but it's boiling in my bedroom. Although, in Forza Horizon 5 in Mexico, winter season is nowhere near as obvious as it is in other games. Alright, let's... for obvious reasons. Let's fix this truck up. Yeah, that's probably the one we want. See, the game knows what I want. The game understands me. Oh, I just realised, usually I'm like, oh, I've pretty much got an infinite budget for new parts, but I'm actually kind of broke in this game right now. Oh well. I don't need to save up anymore, although I think I am going to continue to try and buy cars. I think it's that way it's more fun, because when you do get a new car, it's like, oh, this is one that I couldn't have bought in the auto show, you know? Like, I want to get closer to completion in a Forza Horizon 5 game than I ever have before. I think that could be fun. None of those jump out at me. Let's paint... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's paint a car. I mean, it's a fairly nice looking truck anyway. You know what? You know what? You can be stock red. Not every car needs to look super duper unique. Alright, what was I doing? It was down here somewhere, wasn't it? Bada bing, bada boom. Who's ready to drive slow trucks around for free races? I sure am. Anyway, what was I saying before I set this event up? I was talking about all the games I'm playing right now. I don't think I really had anything more to say about that, just... yeah. Assassin's Creed Origins, I think I'm at a point now where... oh boy, this car doesn't have much of a turning radius either. I'm at a point now where I've never gotten this far in the story. I think I'm like level 25 or something. Because I got to a point on PC that I had to start over on Xbox, right? I do have on the main channel, I forget what I called it, but basically an Assassin's Creed Origins series. I can't remember if it's got 1 or 2 videos in a minute, but I'm still making those. I'm still recording when I play. I am, by the way, trying to cut back on the amount of games I just passively record content in. Just because I think I was burning myself out a bit, and I had so many folders of games where I'd played for 5 minutes, taken some clips, made a folder like, this will be useful in a few months if I ever come back to this game. I'm just like, mate, just delete the files. You're not going to make a video out of that game. And I'm trying to give myself more games where I'm like, I'm not trying to make content out of it. Like Ace Attorney Trilogy. By the way, I'm like free 3 cases through that game, through the first version, through the first game in the trilogy even. I've not made any content about that game, just because it's like watching a TV show kind of. So I think it'd be kind of weird. And I recently played through all 4 Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games. I was making content of that, but I was watching those clips back and it's literally me just going, oh, I forgot this happens, and oh wow, they animated it really well in the game, and like it's just kind of like insider Naruto stuff, and I was like, I'll write about it in my monthly blog post I do instead. So I deleted like, I forget what it was like 30 gigabytes worth of files for that. It's also it's a balance of making sure I have enough space on my hard drive as well, right? I like to keep it above 100 gigabytes if possible. Just so that I've got room if I'm like, oh, this game looks good, you know? So yeah, welcome to the stream where I update you on all the videos that won't be coming out. But Assassin's Creed Origins is one of those files where I was like, yeah, I'll keep that around. And now I'm like, oh good, I'm glad I kept that around because I'm playing it again, you know? So it's definitely a balance to strike. If it's typically like an RPG or a story mode game, I'll try and keep it around for sure. Wait, where's... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, where's the other events? It's funny as well because I've always kind of just made videos because they're fun. Just for my own sake, it's just a hobby. And I know that's like really difficult to do these days, just have a hobby that's just for you, even if it's like not something that's you can turn into a job or be super successful with. But I've managed to keep it as a hobby. But for the classic Doctor Who stuff I was talking about earlier, that's actually, in terms of my channel, really successful compared to everything else. So if you look at my channel now, it's quite funny. Classic Doctor Who videos usually have between 50 to 70 views each. I mean, just look at everything else and it's like completely different stuff, and it's like, oh, that's like 10 views on a weekly waypoint or whatever. But I still count that as a win, because up until I got lucky with the classic Doctor Who stuff, finding that niche, like those were starting to like get less and less views anyway, so it was like 2 views per weekly waypoint, and like I know I'm just making these for me, but it does come to a point where I'm like, okay, what am I doing? But now they're back up to like, well, I haven't really checked last week's. I think last week's was a bit less, but it was like 10 views for the week before. I was like, oh, okay. Like, people might mostly be here for classic Doctor Who, but there are a small portion of people who are like checking out my other stuff as well, so that's nice. But I get it, like, I do a little bit of everything, and the way to succeed on YouTube is to pick a niche, like the classic Doctor Who stuff, and just like mine it. And I don't want to do that, because I'm not trying to be successful, I'm not trying to make it a job. I'm just doing it for fun, and I want to have like funny moments to let back on later, like the Fortnite videos I'm doing at the minute. They're some of my favourite videos I've done, because it's just so much funny moments between me and Reese and Molly. So yeah, it's all good fun. We've got another one of those coming out, what day is it? In 2 days, by the way. So that's fun. I need to catch up on my Final Fantasy XIV stuff. At this point I recorded at the start of the year, so it's really old. But, I'm trying not to make it a job, so I'm just putting it out when I feel like doing it. And at the minute, I went back, I played through the 6.1 stuff, I had a lot of fun with it, and now I'm like, kind of done with Final Fantasy XIV again for the foreseeable, so we'll see whether I edit more of those videos for now or hold off for a bit longer, but I do want my entire Endwalker journey up on that channel at some point. Again, it'd be different if I had like, you know, tens or hundreds of people watching that series, but I don't, so it's all good in hood. I'm trying to remember, I might have done that stream last time on a work day, actually. I don't know why I don't remember. Oh, I need to enter that competition I was talking about. Alright, give me a second. I need to tweet someone. It's... I forget if I said what it was for. It's for a chance to win Klonoa, which I'm not sure I would buy. And you also get a complete edition of Ghost Runner. Cool. It's the Major Nelson Twitter dude who does it every week. How long have you been playing video games, and what's a game you would like to see get remastered? My problem with these is I always, because I'm new to Xbox, I always reply with like PlayStation-centric stuff. I'm like, I know he says it's random, but I'm like, is he going to be like, why does this guy want Xbox games? He's clearly a PlayStation guy. But I've been playing video games. I mean, he just does this to make sure people aren't robots, I think. Since I was 3, I think. So, 24 years. And my dream remake would be... well, it would be Ratchet and Clank. Would be an updated Ratchet and Clank collection. Hashtag Free Code Friday contest. One of these days I'm gonna win one of those. But yeah, what I was gonna say about Klonoa. Thanks for bearing with me on that, by the way. What I was gonna say about Klonoa is, yeah, I was kind of like tempted to get it, because I like a good platformer. Alright, if you insist. But I was kind of tempted to get it, but then I watched the trailer, I was a bit iffy on it. I'm not shut up. I'm not sure if it's going to be my thing or not. It's like 30 quid or something, so it's not too much money to bet on that. But I'm just not sure if I feel like a platformer right now. And then what really put me off it is there was a tweet that was like, oh, Klonoa fans need you to buy Klonoa, otherwise the series will die. And it was like, I get it, it was kind of jokey, but like in the replies someone said what I kind of thought, which was like, well, I should want to buy Klonoa based on whether it's a good game or not because other people want me to buy it so they can get a new game, right? I should want to buy it based on its own merits. Not to get too how would you say that? Meritocratical about it? I'm not about a meritocracy or anything like that, don't worry, but like just in terms of like, I don't know, it's the way it was phrased. It was very like, I don't care if you like the game, I just need you to buy it so I can get a new Klonoa game. And that honestly just kind of put me off. I was like, well, I was already having doubts about it, and now, like, I guess this is just my stubborn ass nature showing through. Now I really don't want to buy it. Like, because you were kind of a dick about it, right? And I don't know. Like, I understand, like, I just mentioned the Ratchet and Clank collection. If Ratchet and Clank was in a bad place, if they hadn't made Rift Apart, if they hadn't made the Ratchet and Clank PS4 game, if it had been languishing for like a decade without a new game, and they were bringing out a new remastered collection with, and I had a PS5, so there's a lot of caveats here, and they would bring out a new remastered collection with the idea that if it sold well enough, there'd be a new Ratchet and Clank game. I can see myself putting out a post like that for sure. Like, I get it, but like, as someone who's never been a fan of Klonoa, who's never played it, who didn't even know it existed until they started following John Cartwright on Twitter, to be honest. And he's not the one who tweeted about it, by the way, this is someone else. With all of that, I'm just like, as someone who's not in that headspace, it just feels like, okay, dude, I get it, but no, stop. And this isn't the first time I've come against this mindset either. That was a weird way of phrasing that. This isn't the way I've seen this mindset either. Like, I really enjoy Rooster Teeth's content as a YouTube channel, but like, they would get into a habit on their podcasts of saying like, we need you to go and watch this so we can make more of it because we had so much fun making it. And like, it's the same kind of thing. I was like, well, no, you should want me to watch it because it's a good watch. You should want me to watch it because it's fun in its own right. Like, making it sound like I'm watching it as a favor to you just immediately puts me off. I don't know if that just makes me a dick or not, but that's just the way my brain works. And I definitely got those vibes with Klonoa as well. But I don't know, I might still get it. I mean, obviously I'll wait to see if I win it in this contest, which I definitely won't because thousands of people enter every week, but you know, it'd be nice if I won it and didn't have to pay for it, wouldn't it? But just the aesthetic of it in the trailer last time I watched, because I was kind of planning on looking into it. I was like, well, yeah, this looks fun. I've heard good things. And then it just looks kind of basic, and like kind of like the aesthetic isn't doing anything for me as well. But I don't know. Maybe next week I'll stream another. That's not promised, by the way. But next week I might stream the final season of this series, and you might just hear me go, "Ah, Clono was so fun. I'm so glad I picked it up." But if anything, I should probably be spending money on the new Kirby game, right? Because I still don't have that. But that is a bit more. But if I'm gonna buy a platformer in a minute, I feel like, you know, I've looked up reviews for Klonoa as well. I saw it and I thought this is probably a 7 out of 10, and lo and behold, it's pretty much, I think it was like 77 on Metacritic. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll wait for a sale on it or something. That's probably what I'll do, actually. I still haven't finished the Super Monkey Ball remaster that came out last year. Was it last year? Feels like last year. I think I'm like on stage 6 or 7 of that. So yeah, like if I've got platforming games, if I want to play a platformer, I've got plenty of other places to go, right? I still haven't played Super Mario Galaxy ever, and I got that in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. Actually, that's something to talk about. Hang on. Oh, sorry, that cough snuck up on me. I didn't want to mute my mic because I think it introduces lag. Input delay even. Not input delay, you know what I mean. But anyway, regarding the Super Mario All-Stars stuff, I want to stream that, but I might have mentioned this last week actually. I really want to stream it, but streaming from my PC is super iffy. I swear I talked about this last week actually. I was talking about how if you look at my VOD channel, there's a Hot Wheels live stream that's like 12 minutes long, and it's me going, wow, look, I can stream like this, and it's me streaming my Elgato Capture through my PC, and I'm really pleased with how it looks and everything. And then the very next day I went to stream with those exact same settings, and I guess this is just the perils of being on a wireless connection or whatever, but it was just outputting a black screen, it wasn't working, like, I guess I just didn't have good enough internet to stream that day, and it just really pissed me off. And for whatever reason, streaming from my Xbox is much more reliable than streaming from my PC. So I would love to stream like a playthrough of a platformer, like Super Mario Sunshine or Super Mario Galaxy. Those are like on the top 2 of games I'd like to stream through. But I don't know. Like, I might do some more testing, but I don't know. I don't want to start an episode 1 and then not be able to follow up with an episode 2. Although saying that, I did promise to stream through the entire Assassin's Creed series. And then I did one stream and then I stopped. To be fair, I got really ill after that first stream. And I was like, oh, I'll get back into it when I'm better. And it took a few weeks to get better, and at that point I just didn't feel like playing Assassin's Creed. The itch had worn off. But yeah, beware of me whenever I say I'm going to stream an entire series or game or something. I mean, I'm doing a Let's Play of Ratchet & Clank on my main channel right now, but I haven't done that for a while. That's kind of on hiatus. Because I was waiting for my new mic to arrive, and then similar reason, took a while to arrive, and then I didn't quite have the urge to continue anymore, but oh well. Like I say, this is all just hobby stuff, so it's not that much of a big deal. I will continue it at some point. Wow. Another car I'm probably never going to use. How exciting. Gosh, it is hot today. Okay, let's do All-Stars. There's not many seasonal championships this season even. Oh, have I unlocked enough for the Dodge Super B? Sweet, we got a Dodge Super B, everyone. It's an exclusive rare. I don't know, when they say exclusive, do they mean like you can only get it through this season? Like, do they not give it away at some point later on? I don't really know how that works. Anyway. Oh, D500 Classic Muscle? Is this just for slow car racing week? Is that what we're doing here? Do I have any D500 Classic Muscle cars? I'm gonna pretend that I meant to open this menu and not just my basic car menu. Okay. Oh, I had a bad time with this car last time. Because it was super floaty. That was last week's trial, wasn't it? That I did that with. I guess we could try this one out. Should we try this one out? Okay, let's try this one out. Sure, let's just go straight there. Why not? Welcome to slow racing. Where's the event? Hello, there it is. Okay. At least it's road racing. It's usually quite fun. Although I've realised I think street racing, like for night stuff, is probably my favourite. But I never, like, even in Forza Horizon 4, I never just kind of did it off my own back, so I should probably do that. Also, there's a whole bunch of Horizon stories I've never done, and not just the ones they added in updates, like ones that you need to do just for basic vanilla game achievements. I need to get on that. Oh boy, that was a slow start. Accolades! Okay, didn't see that picture show up. Oldsmobile Tornado, what a name. Why is that? Why did they call it an Oldsmobile? Surely it wasn't old back in 1966, it was new, right? What a strange name for a motor company. Or brand of car, I don't know how this shit works, man. This has suspicious. What am I trying to say? This. Oi! He nudged me. This feels suspiciously like a race where I'm going to be stuck in the middle of a pack the entire race. That's what I was going to say, but I have since emerged. I have since emerged. Get back here, David. David, I don't know if you're watching this. I would be extremely surprised if you were. But get back here. Oh, Major Nelson, the guy in front, he's the one who I stopped the stream to go into a competition from. I think I talked last week about listening to the Xbox podcast. Get back here! Hi, Dave. How's it going? Dude just had a kid. I wish him well. Welcome to the Forza Horizon 5 livestream, where I tell you about the personal lives of all of my drivatars. There we go. We have slipped into first place, and we will not leave. Because I can rewind time, bitches! It's kind of unfair on the others when you think about it. Like, how are they to win against me when I can literally rewind time? Make that the plot of the next Cars movie, why don't you? God, I've still only seen Cars 1. I have heard horror stories about the later ones. I know people don't like the original Cars movie, but I've always really liked it. Maybe I was just the right age when it came out. Cars, I believe, is the last Pixar movie I have seen. And speaking of series I never continued on my channels, I was doing a series where I was watching through old Pixar movies, like in order. There is a very loud plane overhead. Sorry, that distracted me. I was doing a Thoughts on series where I was going through the Disney Pixar movies in order. I think I did Toy Story 1 and 2 and A Bug's Life, and then I stopped. But I do kind of want to get back to that at some point too. But in terms of just Disney Pixar movies in general, I think Cars is the last one I've ever seen. I've never seen WALL-E or anything after that. So I know there's probably a lot of good stuff ahead. I just kind of feel weird watching family, like, I know they're not cartoons, but you know what I mean, like animated family movies by myself in my bedroom. It feels like I'm not really watching them as intended. I don't know. I just don't know, Jeff. God, this is still a first race, isn't it, of this championship? It's gonna take bloody ages. Gonna take an absolute bloomin' age. I got an achievement earlier in the week which was called I Have a Higher Ground, and it's literally just do the same rivals event in the same car in 3 different tiers. That was kinda tedious. You just win the rivals event against... It always pairs you up against someone who took 48 minutes to do it for whatever reason. Like, buddy, are you okay? What's going on with your life? Like, I get that people have, like, kids and stuff and they might be pulled away from their consoles, but you think you'd just restart the time trial if you've been away from your Xbox for half an hour, wouldn't you? Unless people just find it funny to post, like, a really, really bad score. They're like, I'm gonna get bottom of the leaderboard. I doubt any thought really goes into it. But yeah, because they always give you the lowest person on the board, it's super easy to do that achievement. It just takes time. Oh good, 4,000 credits. That's what I needed, thanks. That's really great. It's not like I have hundreds of thousands of credits I need to earn for... Oh, wait, no, I forgot. I got that achievement on stream. I keep forgetting I've already done it. Okay. Let's fast travel here because, good lord, we are slow. Races should just let you fast travel to the finish line. That would be the ultimate gamer move. You know what? Let's mix it up. Let's do it from the cockpit this race. That's going to make it slightly more interesting, I think. I think it's harder to race from inside the cockpit, but... But, you know, might as well, right? Wow, look, we're in a car. We're in a real-life car. I do remember old games where, like, the cockpit view was literally just, like, black with a window. They were like, yeah, we don't have a fucking power to render the inside of a car, are you kidding me? Like, sure, you can drive from the inside of a car if you want, but... You're not going to have any hands, the wheel's going to turn itself, and there's not really going to be a dashboard to speak of. It's just going to be like a black void of nothing. So have fun with that. This is just like Elder Scrolls Online, really. You might be thinking, Christian, how the hell is Forza Horizon 5 like Elder Scrolls Online? Well, let me tell you. It's like more immersive and interesting in first person, but it's also not as easy. Because you don't have as much situational awareness. Well, granted, I think ESO in first person is a lot harder than Forza Horizon 5 in first person. I still need to play High Isle. I've got like a month and a half left of ESO Plus. I should probably play it before it expires, but I'm just too into WoW right now. I wanna play High Isle when I'm really like feeling ESO, so I can get the absolute best out of it. If I play it just because it's new and I'm not feeling it, I don't know. That feels like a mistake to me. I've heard good things though. I know it's meant to be good. Get back here, Larry Herb, Xbox's Major Nelson. Why are you so good at racing games? I have questions. Don't tell me you have ping advantage. You damn driver tire. Get back here! Man, I cannot catch up to him, huh? Am I gonna have to, like, ignore a break? There we go. There we go. Whoops. I've bashed my window in a bit. It'll buff out. That's how glass works, right? Oh, right. Speaking of glass, I keep forgetting I'm playing House Flipper. I should get back on that. I'm excited to see Power Washing Simulator added to Game Pass. I think that's going to eclipse House Flipper for me for a while. They're both similar kinds of game. I've wanted both of them for a while. But house flipper cleaning is only a small element of that game. But yeah, I absolutely want to see if I can get all the achievements in Power Wash Simulator. That's another one I'll download on PC as well, because the controls will be better. But these are games I consider like meditative games. Spoke about this on the Weekly Waypoint recently, but just games that you can kind of plug in. They don't demand much of you. You can just put on a podcast and zone out, and it's just satisfying. It's just like the kind of thing that to some people might seem absurd, like, well, if you really want to clean, go and clean your own damn house in real life, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But like, it really is a different experience. It's just like the satisfaction of cleaning, I guess, without having to actually do anything. That sounds so bad, but anyone who enjoys those games knows exactly what I mean. But it's not just like those games, like Viscera Cleanup Details it's quite an old game, I guess, in that genre too. But that's more like fun with a friend, of like, the controls are absurd, like you kick over a bucket and you spilled blood absolutely everywhere and undone loads of work, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Me and Reese played that game so much over the course of a few days that eventually I had to stop playing because it started feeling like real work, and I was like, okay, that's enough of that for now. Oh my god, did we ever release that video? I think I have. I am trying to remember. I swear I have like a 2-year-old video of me and Reese playing that game, and I don't think I ever put it out. That's gonna bug me now. I can't remember if I put that out or not. Let me just search my YouTube channel for that. Hang on. Because if I didn't put it out, I'm not sure I have the files for it anymore. I hope I do, but I haven't seen them recently. Your videos. Nope, that's a general YouTube search. Oh, mobile apps, why are you like this? I guess if I go to my channel, can I still search for videos on a specific channel? Oh good, I can't. Okay, let me search Critigary Viscera Cleanup Detail. Or Critigary Viscera, not Werner. Okay, I did put that video out. Actually, that was 3 years ago I put that video out, so my timeline's way off. 3 years ago I put that video out, and it was like 2 years old at the time, so there's that. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game that we are currently playing. Ugh, it's too warm. I know I've said that several times this stream, but you know when it's a hot day, you just need to keep moaning when it's a hot day, or otherwise you explode. That's how that works. Come on, give me the damn. Thank you. That's how impatient I am. Oh, speaking of impatient, Fall Guys has a new game mode out, which is Assassin's Creed inspired, and there is a really difficult achievement to get in Fall Guys for winning 5 games in a row. And like, people have been playing this game like every day for years, still don't have that achievement, you know, because like, it's a battle royale and they want you to win 5 games in a row. I guess it's not a battle royale, it's like a falling royale, right? But this game mode is only available for like 3 more days or something. And it's a 12-player game, but more crucially, it's 1 round and it's 2 teams. So it is much easier to get that achievement, and I need to spam that game mode and try and get that achievement while I can. Or I know I'm going to kick myself later on, because it'll be the only achievement in the game I don't have, right? And like, for the rest of the time that game's existed, it'll be damn near impossible to get. But all I can think about is how that game mode, getting 5 wins in a row, is still going to be a pain in the ass. Like, it's still not an easy achievement. It's just far easier than it normally is. And it's going to be stressful as well, because like, if I get to the 4th game, the 5th game, I'm going to be like, I better win this fucking game, you know? I'm not really in the mood to play Fall Guys right now either, so... The life of a gamer is just so hard. Sometimes I talk about these things and I realise, like, wow, Christian, you have such a difficult life, don't you? It feels very first world problem. We need a new term like that, like, for specifically gaming. Like, first world gamer problems doesn't quite cut it. I guess just gamer problems? I don't know. I have a friend who doesn't like the term gamer, and I've never asked him why. I guess he just doesn't like the stigma that surrounds it, of like for instance, if you go to r/gaming, the community you find there isn't necessarily super friendly and stuff. Gaming is so massive and mainstream that it attracts all types of people, doesn't it? But I don't know. I think it's fine. Let's call yourself a gamer anyway. That's fine. Because, I mean, it's just a verb, right? I'm gaming right now. I'm fucking gaming right now, dude. I'll always remember that YouTube ad, which started, because you always skip YouTube ads, right? It would start off with, I'm kind of a serious gamer. I'll be like, skip. But, like, it was, oh god, I swear it was a YouTube ad for, like, years. It was probably, like, for one of those damn energy drink milkshake things, or protein shakes or whatever. And they're like, this has nothing to do with gaming, but we have to sell it to gamers because that's the kind of person who buys this drink. So, you know the ad, I don't need to explain it. But man, I think before all the memes, that ad might have ruined the word gamer for me. But again, it's fine, you just say it semi-ironically. You can say anything, well no, you can't say anything semi-ironically, I take that back immediately. But yeah, god, thinking about YouTube ads. When Spotify started doing the whole hosting Joe Rogan podcast stuff, I was like, well, it's easy enough to, I didn't really, like, while I obviously was like, oh, that's a really shitty thing, his podcast, I don't even know a whole lot about it. I just know that it was spreading a whole bunch of misinformation about COVID and stuff like that. At least I think that's what it was. It's been a while now, so it might have been something else, and I'm just making that shit up. Don't take my word for it, but he was doing some shady shit, and Spotify were like, oh yeah, that's fine, just as long as you do it on our platform. So I was like, well, I don't have to give money to Spotify when YouTube Music does the same thing, right? So I know AdBlock exists, but the way I got rid of YouTube ads was I got YouTube Premium in the end. I was always like, I will never get YouTube Premium, and I know YouTube probably have their own bullshit going on, right? But at the time, I was just like, I kind of feel like saying fuck you to Spotify, so I stopped giving them money. Gave YouTube pretty much the same amount of money, and as a byproduct of YouTube Music, now I don't get ads. Isn't that great? I promise I'm not advertising to you about this right now. If you use Spotify, that's perfectly fine. You keep doing that. But yeah, I have not missed YouTube ads. And like the thing with YouTube Premium is like, at least like since I'm not using AdBlock, like the creators are still getting whatever little advertising money they get from YouTube anyway, with me not seeing the ads. So, but obviously that's an option is not available to everyone because not everyone has a stable job like I do. So I am aware of that too. Okay, we got a legendary theme. That's great. That's just fantastic. We're almost done, huh? We're gonna get this week's stuff done in one stream, maybe. I never actually mentioned I did finish up last week's festival playlist. I just did it off stream. Because I've never committed to doing everything on stream, right? Pardon me. Right. And I probably won't this time either, actually, looking at it. Oh, what the hell is this? Earn 20 drift or e-drift skills in any... Okay, so I don't need to win them. For a second, I was really worried that they wanted me to win a Drift Racer Horizon Open event. I've never even done that, so... There's actually a achievement to win a Horizon Open event that I've never done. Turns out, last week was the first time I ever entered a Horizon Open event, so isn't that fun? How long have we been streaming for? Oh god, only an hour. I don't want to end a stream after just an hour, but I'm baking hot. Alright, let's do this instead. Let's keep going. We keep going, right? Few eligible cars. What are the car restrictions? I mean... This is the poster car for this event. Maybe I'll do it in that one. What am I doing? Okay. I got the Macarena emote. How charming. I just keep earning cars. I can't stop earning cars. Speaking of cars, where's my cars? Alright, so Bugatti, Bugatti Devo. I don't think I've used this car much. I want to upgrade it to like the top tier S2 it can be for this, what is it, speed zone, danger zone? I've already lost track. Hang on. It is a speed zone. Yeah, I want to upgrade it to the best it can be, but I'm worried that's going to make it impossible to control, so let's just try it first. Which angle will it be easier to approach from? I mean, that's kind of a sharp corner to start with. Let's try doing it from here. If we can't do it though, I'll go and upgrade it. Got a case of the zoomies. The song just changed, but I swear this is the same song. It has literally the exact same beat the other one had. EDM in a nutshell. I don't hate EDM, by the way. I just think it can be a bit samey. Yeah, there's no way that's the speed they wanted me to hit. Incorrect car? I'm sorry. What the fuck? Ugh, this is why I hate. This always happens to me in festival playlists. It's literally on the fucking cover. It's an eligible car. What was the problem? Hypercars. Does it need to be exactly 998? Because I've had this problem before. There are times when it says car restriction and it shows you like A800, and that's just saying it can't be anything higher than that. But then there have been speed zones where it needs to be exactly a 998, I think. You know what? I've just realised. I'm in a Devo. This is a Chiron. I'm a massive idiot. Please disregard the last 5 minutes of this stream. Wait, do I not own that one then? I don't think I do, no. Oh god, I don't think I own many of these, huh? I own the Venom GT. What would be the best one to do this in? Maybe the Koenigsegg? Let's go with a 980 Koenigsegg. Where are you? I know where K is in the alphabet, don't mind me. It's just my fucking name. Okay. Right, let's start from here again. I know, I'm that lazy. I just wasted that money. Okay, I've still got the in fact, you know what? We should probably start a little bit further up, right? Oh boy. Please tell me you're not impossible to control. Alright, let's go. Wow, I said that in the exact same cadence as an NPC from the PlayStation 1 game Rogue Trip. You pick up tourists and sometimes they go, alright, let's go. I know that's kind of a deep cut, but... oh boy. Okay, we're good. Although we have lost all of our speed, this is not going to be the winning one, fam. Sorry I called you fam. I know some people hate the term fam. Doctor Who kind of endeared me to it. Everyone was like, oh, why did she call the TARDIS crew her fam? Like, shut up. Don't be so crabby. It's fine. Alright, 7 miles an hour, that's not too hard. Let's do it this way around this time. I will turn around when it is safe to do so, like right now. Okay, I didn't turn around as much as I span out. But, you know, same thing, right? Oh, those fucking cars. I thought they would be... thought they'd be pass-throughable, but we're not in a speed zone yet, so... they're just gonna get in the way. Go on in. Hurry up. You fuckers. Yep. Cool. Probably shouldn't go off-road, right? This kills the speed zone. Whoops, too fast. I've got really itchy nose, hang on. Okay. Oh, the annoying thing about this, watch this. Okay, never mind. I took long enough, so it didn't matter. Okay. Respect the... Oh. Yeah, so if you try and start over again too fast, it won't let you, because it'll be like, hang on, we need to tell you how shit you did. Well, it's not doing it now, but I've said that. Yeah, this is nowhere near fast enough. If I can pick up speed towards the end, maybe that's the strat. I guess that was faster, because it's a new personal best. Was that enough? I wasn't paying attention to what they wanted. 2 more miles an hour. Okay. There's probably someone watching this who's like, why the hell is he doing this in a fucking Agera? Actually, I joke. It's probably not someone like that watching this. That's the kind of thing I'd have to worry about if I had more watchers, but that's fine. I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. Alright, I think this is more of a run-up than we had before. Again, no, I'm not sure the run-up is really that important when I have to brake so hard before anyway. By the way, I absolutely hated the fact that in Forza Horizon 5 they made it so you need to do it in specific cars. Because in 4 you could literally... They just... Oh, fuck's sake. They gave you a speed zone and said, okay, go. And for a long time I... Oh, are you serious, car? For a long time I absolutely hated... Oh my god. I can't do this turn apparently. Okay, that feels good. For a long time I absolutely hated the fact that you have to do it in specific cars now and car classes, and it still frustrates me when I'm like, oh, I thought I did it in the right car class, but it's like, lol, wrong car. Yeah, I fucked that one up. But I'm starting to appreciate it more now. It's more like a puzzle to solve. Which I guess is what they were going for. And while it still frustrates me sometimes because I can't just get it done as quickly as I used to be able to, now I'm more appreciative for, like, at least when I've got the time to do it. I'm like, it's more of like a... there's more about it, you know? It's not like, oh, this speed zone again. Fastest car ever. Okay, done. Quite like this song, by the way. I'm glad it's on the streamer free mode. I don't know what streamer free mode is. Streamer free mode wouldn't have me in it, would it? Ah, that wasn't as fast as last time. This is starting to bug me, my friends. I literally just complimented this system and now I am annoyed. Let's try it with 0 run-up. Maybe my problem is I'm approaching it too fast, braking too hard, and just completely fucking up my momentum. If I'm polite to the speed line, no. God damn it. God damn it. This is kind of why I didn't want to do this on stream as well, because it is just a lot of this. Alright, what other cars do we have that are eligible? This might sound crazy, but if I get into the other Koenigsegg, which was lower spec... Oh, I updated it to X999, that's not going to count. Okay, hang on, let's see, whatever... What do you want now? I've got a wheel spin for some reason. What's in my message center? Okay, that's great, I don't care. I'm pretty sure that's how most people read the message center, by the way. What other cars are eligible again? Because this one's not doing it. What have I got? I've got... maybe the Centenario? Let's go for Centenario next. I'm sure it's doable in this car, by the way, but If it's easier in another one, I don't see why I wouldn't try it in another one. Which one was it? Centenario? That's the one. God, I actually tried getting into making liveries in this game in Forza Horizon 4. And I did it, I think, on this Lamborghini. Although this is the Forza Horizon 3 cover car, right? It was a different Lamborghini, I think. And I spent ages, I spent hours on a design. And it just looked like shit. It was just like shapes. I don't remember what I was trying to do or what I ended up making, but like you take one look at it and you go, oh, a 5-year-old made this. That's how bad it was. And I still don't think, like, there are people who do really good things with designs in this game, but I don't think it's very accessible to people who don't just want to spend hundreds of hours learning it and getting good at it. I still think they need like a more simple version of it for people who just want like Need Speed. Oh, let's redo that. For people who just want Need Speed Underground levels of customization, like just like it's not difficult to put it on, and it makes your car look cool and unique without having to spend hundreds of hours on it or just choosing from a catalogue of designs which are random. You know, people always praise Forza Horizon's customizability in terms of like designs and stuff. Wow, this is not doing it. But I actually think they need to reach more of a middle ground with it. I think there's actually room for improvement in making it less technical, making it more accessible and plug and play style customization, you know? Like, don't get rid of the other system, but like, just expand on it to make it easy. That's what I would like to see anyway. I'm gonna mark that because I'm gonna cut that out. Make it a heckin' thing. I've been meaning to do that more. I'm probably going to portion out the trial where I was talking about Marvel Comics. I might make that a long highlight. And then there was something else I talked about in the stream at length as well, but I've forgotten what it is. But I'll go back and might make that a long highlight as well. Yeah, I don't think this car's literally fast enough. This corner sucks, dude. I just lose all momentum by the time I get to the start of the speed zone. And then the one at the end of the speed zone means like, oh, anything you've like built up? Yeah, look at this. Okay, this is absolutely not the car to do it in. I made a terrible decision. Hang on, I need to fucking look at the car list again. I hope someone from Playground Games is watching this and realizing, oh, these are the kind of people who play our games and they're not good. We need to make this easier. Okay. Now that I've done dunking on myself. Oh, hey, maybe I should try the fucking Batmobile. How about that? Sure, let's do the... It's not a Batmobile of any kind, but I like to call it that. What was it, like Razor or something? I still refuse to believe this is a real car. Look at this shit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is not a real car. Shut up. But we will start. The run up really doesn't matter too much, but here I am giving myself a bigger one.
Turn left.
Wait, what? Oh, you want me to go that way? No, shut up.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
How about you turn around when it's safe to do so? How about that, Anna? Oh, the start of that song reminds me of Roll Cage Stage 2. But that might just be because I played it recently. It's Weekly Waypoint, go check it out. Oh boy. Shit! No, go, make it! Wait, was that enough? I think that might be enough. Did I do it? Should I do it? Please hurry up and tell me. 2 more miles an hour. Shut your fucking trap.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Hate this game. Worst game ever made. Sucks. Sucks ass. Love it. Gonna play more of it. Gonna keep going till I get it right. I think this is the one to do it in though. Because I feel like there was room for improvement on what I just did, so that's always a good sign. Alright, 700 times the best. The what's the phrase? The charm. 700 times the charm. Ah yes, third time's the best. Okay, that's ruined the run. Not even gonna bother finishing that one. Didn't quite mean to undercut that corner so dramatically, but there we are. But then I fucking oversteer it the next time. God damn. Car physics are difficult, man. Yeah, and I can't start wide and then turn in because that just fucking throws me wide. And then if I slow down, I go too slow. I hate everything. This isn't going to be enough. We'll be right back on installing the game. Maybe if I just start from fucking off-road, right? Maybe if I just say fuck the road entirely. Then it's more of a straight line to start with. This is a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. What time is it? Oh, I just opened the home menu to check the time. I think that might introduce some microphone lag. I really apologise if it does. I'll probably be finishing the stream in a minute though.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I kind of feel like I've got to get this done before the stream ends, so... Did I just completely miss... I did. I did, because the damn GPS was pointing me to the middle of the speed zone for some reason. That's really helpful. Thank you, GPS lady. Cool, good start. Great start. I'm also starting a lot slower than I thought I was going to, so... You know when I said this was probably a bad idea? Guess who was right, fam? Oh my god, where am I going? What was that? Okay, we were on the right track when we were just doing it properly from here. Okay, so let's do that again. This is a nice song to start us off, isn't it? I don't know how well you can hear the music. I do have the game turned down quite quiet, so... God, I hate this corner so much. Whoever built this road, who hurt you? Why did you make it so hard to break international traffic laws? Wait, is there any such thing as international traffic laws? You know what I mean, national traffic laws. Why did you make it so hard to break traffic laws on your roads? Do you just hate fun? I had it just under 2 miles an hour last time. I can fucking do it. I feel like people might be watching this VOD like, why don't you just upgrade already to like top tier S2 instead of trying to do it in a stock. Is this a stock? Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take your advice, person, because I just fucking wiped out before I even got to it. I'm gonna upgrade... Maybe not this car, maybe a different car. Maybe even Lambo, because I do like a Lambo. Let's get that Lambo. Because it is the cover car of Forza Horizon 3, so it deserves some love. Let's upgrade it to S2998 and hope that the top tune is just a good one. Cool. Let's see how that goes. In before it's a skill issue. I think if I can't do it with this upgraded car, I will have to go though. Mostly out of shame, of course. This feels much better, though. This feels like how a Lambo should go. Oh, not quite, but very close. I think I needed like 0.5 mile an hour more. Yeah, alright, let's do that again. We'll get it right next time. In certain hypercars, you can just ignore the racing lane. Maybe I need to introduce a bit of e-brake. No, because that just destroys traction. I'm an idiot. Is it going to let me continue from here? It is. Cool. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, hell yes, we did it. We fucking destroyed it, actually. Isn't that always the way? You spend ages trying to do it, and then you just destroy it. Alright, super wheel spin. What's it gonna be? Money! Now that I no longer need it. Cool, thanks. Whee! Okay, what else is left to do? I will do this, oh, I forgot you want me to do mini games. That's annoying. This and this. And the other thing. I'll do that either in another stream, or more likely I'll just do it offline. But thank you for joining me for this stream. I think we had fun. I think we talked about some interesting things. If you like this video, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe smash that like button. God, I still hate saying it, but it helps. And I will see you in the next video and or stream. So, ciao for now.